Yes.
What about the cost of the treatment? Could you afford to pay I don't know, $15,000-$20,000 to get plastic surgery to your face?
No.
Did Dr. Mulliken agree to treat you on a lien basis?
He did.
And when you got medical treatment on a lien basis, is it your understanding that regardless of the outcome of the case, you still owe Dr. Mulliken the fees for the treatment that he did? Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Did you also see a pain management doctor for one visit?
I did.
Did you also treat with different psychologists, including Alex Avila and other psychologists on October 8th, 22 through July 2nd of 23?
Objection. It's a violation of the order granting the motion in limine.
Overruled.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Did you seek treatment from psychologists, including Alex Avila and other psychologists from October 8th, 22 through July 2nd of 23?
Same objection.
Overruled.
Correct, yes.
And for that psychological treatment, did Dr. Avila's office agree to treat you on a lien basis?
They did, yes.
For Nicole McKenzie, did you, were the medical bills totaling $5,087 from her office for medical treatment that you received related to this incident?
Objection. Leading Wax Foundation.
Sustained.
Is it your understanding that your total medical bills related to this incident are $36,000?
You need to start with the foundation. You need to establish what she knows and how she knows it.
Thank you. Did you receive medical bills at your home from these different medical providers?
I'm not sure.
Did some of the medical providers send you bills to your home?
I'm sure, yes.
Did some of the medical providers that I mentioned advise you of the amounts that they were charging you for their medical treatment?
Yes.
Was the medical treatment that you received from these medical providers beneficial to you?
It was.
Do you still suffer from psychological issues related to this incident?
Objection. Argumentative.
Sustained.
I do, yes.
The objection was sustained, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
The judge says sustained and you don't answer.
I apologize.
How often, since this incident, February 24th of 2018, how often do you see your grandmother, Diane Schmidt?
Objection. Relevance.
Overruled.
Once a month
And where does she live?
in Las Vegas.
And she's here today to testify on your behalf?
She is.
Do you know how old your grandmother is?
79.
Do you have respect for authority?
Yes.
Sustained.
Where does your grandmother live?
Las Vegas.
Do you ever visit your grandmother in Las Vegas?
Yes.
And for what reason did you visit Las Vegas to visit your grandmother?
To check on her. She's a senior.
Do you take any medication or drugs?
No.
Do you drink alcohol regularly?
No.
Can you tell us a little bit about what your expectations are when you worked security at that building on February 24th of 2018?
Are you asking me what were my duties today?
What were your expectations? What was your expectation from visitors or guests who were coming to that building on that day?
Objection.
Assisting.
When you worked security on February 24th of 2018, did the owner hire you to do security for them?
Yes.
And why did they hire you?
Objection, culture speculation, lacks foundation.
Assisting.
And after this incident, you decided to discontinue working as a security guard. We're not blaming it on the incident, but we're saying that, I want to be clear, that after this incident, you have decided that you're no longer going to work as a security guard, correct?
Yes.
And before the incident happened, did you have that intention, or did that intention come about after the incident occurred?
Objection, compound.
Overruled.
It came after the incident. I had plans of promoting, moving up, definitely staying at that job.
Did you, well, I'll strike that. Did you ever want to become a police officer?
I did.
You still want to become a police officer?
No.
And why is that?
I was deeply traumatized about what happened.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your trauma that you suffered from this incident?
Yes. I deal with anxiety. I deal with depression. I have post-traumatic stress. I have a scar on my face. I deal with insomnia. Things like that.
Do you believe that the incident, well, I'll strike that. Are you single at this time?
I am.
Were you single at the time of the incident?
I'm not sure.
Do you believe that this incident has an effect on your future ability to have a partner?
Objection, lacks foundation, calls for expert testimony.
Assisting.
Do you expect Cardi B to pay for your medical bills?
Objection, irrelevant.
Assisting.
Aside from calling you the N-word, spitting at you, taking a swing at you, cutting your face with her fingernails, is there anything else that she did on February 24, 2018 to you?
I mean, the whole incident was super traumatizing for me. She did a lot that day.
Did she ever apologize for what she did?
Never.
Would you want her to apologize?
Of course.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Cross-examine?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Bear with me for just a second. And if it's okay, I'll use the podium.
Sure.
Slide adjustment. Good afternoon, Ms. Ellis.
Good afternoon.
Your lawyer showed you photos of the building that you were working on as a security guard in February 2018. Do you know the name of the building?
I don't know the name.
Was it Beverly Hills Medical Center?
It could have been, yes.
Yeah, it was a medical facility, right?
Yes.
And the incident that you claim happened that day happened at approximately 1:30 p.m.?
Approximately, yes.
And you knew at the time, when you saw Cardi B, that she was going to a medical appointment, correct?
I didn't know where she was going, but she was at the building.
And you understood that she was going to a medical appointment, right?
She was going to an appointment, yes.
And it was a medical building, right?
Yes.
And your deposition was taken, and you said that you testified under oath in your deposition. Let me ask, do you remember your deposition was taken in this action?
Yes.
Do you remember taking an oath at the deposition to tell the truth?
Yes.
And that under the same penalties of perjury that apply in this courtroom, for example, correct?
Yes.
And you testified that you understood when you saw Cardi B that she was going to a medical appointment, right?
Yes.
Now, after this incident, you talked to your supervisor at Allied, right?
Yes.
And she told you to submit a incident report, correct?
Yes.
And you emailed an incident report to your supervisor 2 days later, right?
I don't know about 2 days, but I sent it to her, yes.
Yes. And it was by email.
I'm not sure how she received it.
Your Honor, if we may, I'd like to show the witness the incident report that she did not produce in discovery.
If you want to use it to refresh your recollection, you can.
I would object to that based on authenticity. It's not her document.
It's not being admitted, he's refreshing her recollection. So overruled.
An extra copy, please. This is a document that we got from Allied pursuant to a trial subpoena. And it's not in the book, so let me provide a copy. Should I hand it to the clerk?
You can approach.
Oh, thank you, Ron. Let's make sure. Here we go. Does that refresh your memory that you sent an email to your supervisor on February 26, 2018?
Okay.
Do you recall that now?
I don't, but I'm looking at what you gave me.
It has your email address, right?
Yes.
And it's addressed to your supervisor, Jackson?
Yes.
And it's dated February 24, 2018? Oh, I apologize. It's dated February 26, 2018. And the subject is 224-18 incident report. You see that?
Okay. I see it, yes.
Now, before we talk more about that incident report, do you remember receiving in this case discovery requests that you had to verify under oath when people asked you questions and about documents?
I'm not sure.
Let's see if we can refresh your recollection. With. See this? Client's response.
Which one is it?
If I may, Your Honor, to explain to counsel that it's plaintiff's response and objection to defendant Cardi B's demand for production of documents sent to. And may I approach?
Sure.
Thank you. If you look to the last 2 pages, is that a verification by you, signed by you, under oath, that the statements in the response, are true and correct?
I'm sorry, what are you asking me?
Is that your signature on the last page?
Yes.
And you verified that, you signed stating that under penalty of perjury, the statements in the document are true, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And in that document, you stated under oath that you have no emails relating to this incident, right?
I'm not sure.
Well, please look at it. You can please look at pages 5 and 6. The plaintiff has no emails related to this lawsuit.
Are you asking me about this email on the paper?
I'm asking you about the response. You made a discovery in this case stating that under oath you have no emails that relate to this incident.
Well, that's correct. I don't have access to this email anymore.
Okay. So you're, well, okay. Let's go back. Actually, we have one other response, another sworn response. Your Honor, I would like to show the witness plaintiff's responses to defendant Cardi B's special interrogatories, which, rather than asking for documents, ask for information. May I approach?
Go ahead.
What is the date of the document?
It was served on January 3rd, 2024, and the verification is dated January 30, 2024. Ma'am?
Thank you.
And that's your signature at the last page, verifying under oath that the statements in the document are true and correct?
It's my signature, yes.
Okay, and you understood that you were verifying under oath that the statements in that document were correct?
Yes.
Okay. And in that document as well, you said you had no emails related to this incident, this lawsuit, right?
I'm not sure if I said that in this document, but
Could you please look at pages 4 to 5? In fact, you say it 5 times, which mainly shows it's in bold.
okay.
And you never produced the email that you sent to your supervisor on February 26th in 2018 in this lawsuit, did you?
I don't have access to that email, sir.
My question to you is, did you ever produce that email?
I'm not sure I know what you're asking.
Did you ask, you had discovery obligations in this, did you ask Allied for a copy of the email that you are now testifying you couldn't access?
I wasn't in communication with Allied.
Okay, so let's talk about what you said on the email to your supervisor 2 days after the incident. If you look at page 1, states that you were the daytime guard on duty at 8920 Wilshire Boulevard. You were on patrol, and I had, quote unquote, I had 2 cell phones, the work phone and also my personal phone. I had my cell phone to my ear. Do you see that language?
Okay.
Do you see the language?
I see it, yes.
And you wrote that 2 days after the incident?
I don't remember writing this, but if this is what you have, then
Your Honor, I would ask that you read the whole sentence for completeness.
Well, I don't have it in front of me, so I don't know that, but to the extent.
Well, that's the portion I intend to read. I mean, he's welcome to read whatever he wants to read.
Well, he's just reading half a sentence. It would be unfair if he...
Why don't you provide a court with a copy if you can?
Yes, Your Honor. Let me actually include the declaration that came with it of Allied.
Sorry.
Thank you. Too much stuff. We're talking about the first paragraph.
It does appear to be a narrative, so if you want to read everything in context, that would be great.
Should I read it, or are you asking her to read it?
No, go ahead.
Okay. And just that sentence, Your Honor?
Just read it, whatever it is, make sure it's just in context.
Okay, thank you. Again, the context is that you stated this, that you were a daytime guard on duty at 8920 Wilshire Boulevard. Per usual, I was conducting a routine patrol of the building premises And as part of that patrol, I checked the rooftop, all tenant levels, and parking garages. At approximately 13:30 hours, and just to clarify, that is 1:30 p.m.
Yes.
I was finishing a patrol on the 5th floor of the building. In my hand, I had 2 cell phones, the AUS work phone, and I also had my personal cell phone. I held my cell phone to my ear, checking my voicemail because my mother is recovering from cancer and is in chemotherapy, so sometimes I don't get the calls and have to check the voicemails. You remember that?
I'm reading it with you, yes.
And are you telling me you have no recollection of this 2-page email detailing the event that you've sued over?
I remember writing an incident report and sending it over.
Well, do you recall also that you produced in this case your T-Mobile cell phone records, correct?
Yes.
And if I could, I believe that's something we can display because it is an exhibit.
Can you share, Your Honor, may I ask if they can share the exhibit number, please?
So why don't we do this, just to move things along, why don't we take our afternoon break now? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take an afternoon break. Since we have a couple things to discuss and I need to give the court reporter some time off, why don't we resume back at 3:15? In the meantime, please do not discuss the case with anyone, including other jurors. Don't form any opinions or do any research about the case. We will see you at 3:15. Did we not exchange trial binders? What's going on here?
I apologize. This is what we have tried to convey. Since July, we've been trying to work with this gentleman to get his exhibits and to finish the exhibit, the joint exhibit list. We have filed a memorandum yesterday with a declaration that shows me in August repeatedly asking.
Okay, let's fast forward.
We have not.
Maybe there's a lack of meeting and conferring. Do you have all of their documents yet?
At 8:45, he handed it to me.
Okay.
And we previously produced the documents and produced them as trial exhibits by service at 11:47 on Friday, which he disputes happened, but I have a proof of service.
Okay.
And if I may, my colleague would like to add something.
Sure.
May I, Your Honor?
Go ahead.
I just want to be clear that on Wednesday, I was moving my son into college and got a message from Plaintiff's counsel that the court wanted us to make changes to the documents. He did not respond to this. Peter said, this is detailed in something we filed to the court, letter after letter after letter, he would not respond to. He'd already filed his documents to the court on Tuesday when he's leaving me voicemails saying, the court is telling us we have to make changes to the documents and submit them. The documents that were filed were not filed with our knowledge and consent. He was leaving voicemails saying we have to get the documents filed while he'd already filed the documents.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted you to know.
I'm more
those are
concerned
not
about
documents.
exhibits. Do you have you got their exhibits this morning?
We got their exhibit book this morning.
Okay.
Black and white. Art? Sorry, but we're trying to not trip over a wire. And I apologize for that, Your Honor. It almost killed me. I think what I'm about to say is correct, but one of these two lawyers will correct me if I'm wrong. we initially, before the final trial status conference, filed what we had and explained that we had not heard from counsel. Counsel, the court admonished everyone to cooperate. We identified 3 remaining open issues and repeatedly asked him to identify the documents. He has these for his exhibits, he had these generic references to medical records, things like that. We asked him, and he was asking us to stipulate the authenticity, and we said, give us the documents so we know what we're stipulating to. We did not get a response to any of those questions. He then unilaterally, well, as we got closer to the, he unilaterally last week filed these trial documents, which we understood he was saying us to review pursuant to what Ms. Moore just said, and found out only on Saturday that he'd actually filed them.
Okay.
Yesterday, we, to at least show our side of it, because he doesn't include everything that we put in, filed our own unjoined exhibit and jury instructions and everything. So it is extremely confusing, I understand that, but there is no agreed upon joint exhibit list. There is no agreed upon joint witness list. Our witness list, for example, includes Tierra Malcolm. His doesn't. Things like that.
Okay. Do you have all their exhibits now?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm not clear what he's talking about. The court's order says we're supposed to bring them 5 books today. I brought 5 exhibit books today. I gave him one, and I distributed it to the court.
Okay.
And he's given me his book. So I don't know what he's talking about. But what I do notice is throughout this cross-examination is just springing on things. I don't know if it's for impeachment or not, but that's my concern. When I ask him, where is it in the exhibit book?
Well,
he
so
can't
that's,
find it.
and I think that was one of the points that the court made earlier. I don't want interrogatories and RFPs to be exhibits, because they're not.
They aren't included
Right.
in the exhibit book.
And so I think your obligation is to specifically identify the caption and the date it was served. I think that's adequate to put plaintiff's counsel on notice.
And that's what I did when he asked, yes.
I know, but he had to ask. So
My apologies.
Okay.
My apologies. And this particular Allied document is a document that was produced from Allied's records, this email. We have an affidavit.
No, I don't have an issue with this. I mean,
Okay.
you refresh her recollection, and I think she agreed that she sent it. So,
And I showed him as I was passing what the discovery response was, but I'll be specific without him asking.
so I need you all to work together a little bit more.
Yeah, I wish we
You
could.
shouldn't be fighting against each other. It's your clients that you're trying to represent here. So we need to put our heads together. Do we have a final verdict form?
We did. We filed one before and he approved it. Your
Okay.
Honor made one change to it, and I don't recall what it was, because
Okay.
we had, I think there were a few words that were different than the
Okay.
approved form, and that was done at the final status conference.
All right.
We also had a joint statement, but Your Honor cleaned that up.
Okay. So, and here's the issue, just to explain myself with respect, to the extent that she treated with a doctor, she did treat with a doctor, and so I'm not going to exclude that. If I excluded the doctor as a witness, that's a different story.
Well, the evidence is that if you're talking about Dr. Avila, he was not a treating physician.
Well, she just testified that he was, so.
Well, that's because he's trying to do an end run around the exclusion of
Okay.
Dr. Avila.
All right. Anything further?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's that?
In my defense, Your Honor, all of these things I disagree with. I'm not going to get into the details. All I can say is Dr. Avila did treat my client. He signed the report in the bill, and that's why I asked her about it. So.
Okay.
And if I may just, because I know we've got a lot of cases, Dr. Avila was never identified as an expert. He then tried to replace
We've gone over this, and I think it was
I
on.
want to make sure you remember.
I do.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. We'll see you at 3:15.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, folks, before we head back to court, let's bring in family and trial attorney Scott Friedman, who joins us this hour. Scott, thank you so much for joining me tonight. First and foremost, I want to get your thoughts on what you think this case is really about. We know at the center of it legally, it's about whether this assault happened and whether Cardi B is responsible for any damages that happened to this plaintiff, which she's going to try to prove. She'll be testifying in just a minute. But there's also all these other issues. You have a fan, you have someone in uniform who's a security guard acting like a fan. You have a celebrity looking for privacy under these particular circumstances and finding themselves in a situation where that privacy is being taken away under circumstances they find very important. Again, a pregnancy appointment. So what do you think this case is really about?
Yeah, Michael, thank you for having me. I think that this case is about trying to have the plaintiff find some fame and perhaps get a payout for this. I can't help but think back to some of these other celebrity trials, like the Gwyneth Paltrow trial, for example, and others, where I just don't see the evidence here. And so I see someone searching for some ability to have attention for themselves and to try to get paid. And, there might be evidence that I'm unaware of, and I know the trial is just starting, so I'm trying to keep an open mind. But I would think that as I listened to the opening statements, I felt that the plaintiff's opening statement was a little bit disjointed, not super smooth. I thought the defense was the opposite, and I thought the defense brought out examples of what you're going to see in trial from witnesses and people pulling her out and saying you have to leave and go to the elevator and all those things that I didn't hear from the plaintiff's side. So, from my perspective, we'll see what the evidence shows, but I can't help but feel that this trial is really about someone's opportunity to have their celebrity, so to speak, being the plaintiff, sort of be recognized on court TV and other places, not to mention getting some payment. And, the whole timeline, Michael, of these injuries and those things, I'll be interested again to hear that.
Yeah, I would agree. The timelines are an issue. And the fact she never filed any criminal charges, which you would think someone who's going to take this route would have done. So I don't know if that's going to work against her or for her. And I think as far as her case goes, it's about the injuries. And that's basically what the defense attorney said. Look, I'm going to bring in a specialist, a guy, a plastic surgeon is going to tell you what his opinion is to where the injuries came from and what he had to do to fix it. So I think that's really where their case lies, right? If you can show that those injuries were caused, or at least were likely to be caused by Cardi. So I think that's where it lies. All right, stand by. I want to get folks back into court now. The plaintiff, Emani Ellis, has taken the stand.
On the date of February 24th, 2018, what were you doing?
I was at work on duty as a security guard.
Where were you?
The address of the building was 8920 Wilshire Boulevard.
And for how long had you been working as a security guard as of 2018?
For 4 years.
And what did it take to become a licensed security guard?
You have to get fingerprinted and it's sent to the state of California for approval.
And do you have any criminal record?
No.
Could you become a security guard if you have a criminal record?
No.
Have you ever assaulted and battered anybody in your lifetime?
No.
Were you using your telephone to take photographs of the defendant when you saw her exit the elevator?
No.
So if you could just tell us in your own words, when you got to the 5th floor, and you were doing your rounds, and you saw Cardi B, what did you say?
I said something along the lines of, that looks like Cardi B, or wow, that's Cardi B.
Were you talking to anybody at that time?
No.
For sure.
Yes.
Were you entering the elevator?
I was, yes.
Did you actually go inside the elevator?
I did, yes.
And did Cardi B exit the elevator?
She did, yes.
Okay, and then what happened?
After she heard me say her name, she turned back around, and the first thing out of her mouth was, excuse my language, was, why the f*** are you telling people that you seen me? At this time, I tried to calm her down and assure her that I didn't tell anyone that I seen her, and she was extremely upset.
And what did she tell you after that?
Then, excuse my language again, but she said, yes, you did, and then she put her finger in my face.
When she put her finger in your face, did she have long fingernails?
She did.
And approximately how long were her fingernails on the date when she put them in your face?
About 2 to 3 inches long.
When you have seen different pictures and videos of Cardi B, do you notice that she has long fingernails in those videos and photographs?
Yes.
When you saw her today, did you notice that her fingernails were very short?
Yes.
Does she usually wear them that short?
Objection, leading.
Also, Black's Foundation sustained.
Have you seen, well, strike that. For how long, were you a fan of Cardi B before this incident?
I was.
What kind of fan were you?
I enjoyed her music. I was interested in going to a concert. I didn't have any problem with her.
Did you ever go to see her in concert?
I had tickets to go to see her, but I never went after this incident.
And when were you supposed to go see her in concert?
I'm not sure of the date. It was sometime in 2018.
And you're very close with your grandmother, Diane Schmidt, is that correct?
Correct.
How old is your grandmother?
She's 79.
Does she have information about this incident? Objection. Also, English, Black's Foundation.
Sustained.
Did you show your grandmother the scar on your left cheek after February 24th of 2018?
Overruled.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Did you show the cut on your left cheek after February 24th of 2018 to your grandmother, Diane Schmidt?
Yes.
And what year were you born?
1992.
And how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I'm the oldest of 5.
And your grandmother has seen you regularly from birth up to the present time?
Yes.
And what about your mother? Did you live with your mother up until a certain point?
Until the age 19.
Did you sustain any, well, strike that. Let me take you a little bit back to the incident. So, when you were at the building and Cardi B exited the elevator on February 24th, 2018, what were the words that she used that were so hurtful?
She used a lot of words, and again, excuse my language, but she was like, bitch, that's why I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna get you fired. That's why you do security. Ah, that's why you do security. Ah, she was sticking her tongue out. She was flailing her arms up and down. She was jumping up and down. Body shaming me. I mean, racial slurs, just a lot.
And did she spit on you?
She did.
Did her spit actually land on your body?
It did.
Why did you exit the elevator to speak with her after she said what she said?
I wanted to clarify the misunderstanding.
Did you also want her to leave because she was causing a disturbance?
At that time, she was causing a disturbance. She was yelling and screaming, and I did want her to leave.
And as a security guard, were you working there as an extension of the owner to be able to make that kind of call, whether somebody should be told to leave because they're causing a disturbance?
Objection, leading Black's Foundation calls for legal conclusion.
Sustained.
Could you repeat the question, please?
I'm going to ask you a different question. Did the landlord hire you as a security guard to protect this building?
Yes.
Black's Foundation.
Overruled.
And did you do that?
Yes.
For how long?
For about 4 years.
During those 4 years, did you ever have a problem with anybody else?
Never.
Not one time.
Not as far as I can remember, no. Not a perfect employee, but a good employee.
Did the defendant take a swing at you?
She did.
For those of you who know and those of you who don't, Cardi B has a little bit of a history of altercations and violence. However, the judge ruled none of that will be coming in on this trial. Too prejudicial. All right, we need to take a break. We'll hear more of Emani Ellis' testimony on the other side. Keep it here on Court TV. Welcome back to our special coverage of the Cardi B civil assault trial. I'm Michael Ayala. It is day one for the civil trial of the rapper who allegedly attacked a security guard in Beverly Hills back in 2018 while she was 4 months pregnant and attending a doctor's appointment, a private doctor's appointment on a weekend. The security guard, Emani Ellis, claims that Cardi B violently hit her in the head and face, which left her with physical and emotional damages and as well as a little bit of a scar on her face. Now, in Cardi B's response to the lawsuit, she says Ellis was on her personal phone and loudly announced that she had just seen the rapper and appeared to be trying to record video of her. Now, at the time, Cardi B was keeping the news of her pregnancy private and out of the media. She maintains Ellis initiated the screaming match and maintains there was no physical contact. Let's get you into that California courtroom again, where plaintiff Emani Ellis testifies about the physical and psychological issues that she claims she suffered after the attack.
After the incident happened, were you intending to sue?
No.
Is that why you didn't take photographs?
Correct.
Objection, leading.
Assisting.
Why didn't you take photographs of the cut to your face or any injury you sustained after the assault and battery?
Objection lacks foundation, argumentative.
Over.
Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
Why did you not take photographs of the scar after the incident?
I was upset. I was a lot going on. I'm not sure.
Okay. And you were not intending to sue, is that correct?
No.
Were you intending to sue Cardi B at that moment when the incident occurred?
No, I was not.
In addition to being a security guard, did you have interest in criminal justice?
Yes.
What was the classes that you took or were going to take?
I got my bachelor's degree in criminal justice administration.
And after this incident, did you continue in that path?
I chose a different career field.
What is your current career at this time?
I work in social services.
And what do you do? Who do you work with?
I work with low-income families to access resources.
Did Miss Cardi B, after this incident, post different things about you to her fans?
She did.
In how many different instances?
Probably about 2.
Okay, and did you do the same thing back to her?
Never.
After the incident, did you seek medical treatment from a psychologist, Nicole McKenzie?
Yes.
And that was approximately 2 months after the incident?
Correct.
What did Dr. McKenzie do for you?
She provided therapy, counseling therapy.
Was it helpful?
I believe it was at the time.
Before the incident, did you ever have any type of psychological or psychiatric medical treatment?
Can I answer? Okay. Something happened with my sister and a neighbor. My family was given therapy on behalf of that. That was all I can recall.
And how long ago was that before the incident?
Over 10, 15 years ago, before the incident.
So approximately what year was that?
I'm not sure.
And was there a gap between the completion of that treatment and this incident?
Yes.
Approximately how many years from the last time you treated for the old incident you're telling us about to this incident of February 24th of 2018?
Between 10 and 15 years.
The treatment with Dr. McKenzie, Nicole McKenzie, was that treatment solely because of this incident of February 24th, 2018?
It was.
Calls for, Life Foundation calls for medical.
Sustained. Please disregard the prior answer.
Did you go to Nicole McKenzie because you were assaulted and battered on February 24th of 2018 by Cardi B?
Objection.
Overruled.
Answer? Yes.
Did you go there for any other reason?
No.
And around that time, did you also seek medical treatment from Dr. John Scher?
I did.
And he's a cosmetic plastic surgeon?
He is. He was, yes.
Is it your understanding that he died in 2021?
Yes.
And when you saw him, did he advise you that you needed to wait at least 1 year to determine if the cut became a scar?
Objection, hearsay, and legal.
Why don't you rephrase the question?
Did Dr. Scher ask you to return approximately 1 year after he saw you for the first time?
Objection, leading to hearsay.
He did.
Why did he ask you to wait 1 year?
Objection calls for speculation.
Do you know why he asked you to wait for a whole year before seeking medical treatment?
Objection lacks foundation.
He said he didn't want to treat it prematurely and for me to come back.
Did the scar become a keloid?
It made a scar, yes.
Do you know if it's called a keloid or you're not sure?
I'm not sure if it's called a keloid.
Before the incident of February 24th, 2018, did you have any scars to your left cheek?
Never.
Did you have any scars anywhere on your face?
Never.
At some point, well, strike that. Do you remember the pandemic in April of 2020?
I do.
You remember that there was a period of time where elective medical treatment was not allowed?
Yes.
What about the cost of the treatment? Could you afford to pay, I don't know, $15,000, $20,000 to get plastic surgery to your face?
No.
Did Dr. Mulliken agree to treat you on a lien basis?
He did.
And when you got medical treatment on a lien basis, is it your understanding that regardless of the outcome of the case, you still owe Dr. Mulliken the fees for the treatment that he did? Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Did you also see a pain management doctor for one visit?
I did.
Did you also treat with different psychologists, including Alex Avila and other psychologists on October 8th, 22 through July 2nd of 23?
Objection, it's a violation of the order granting the motion in limine.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Did you seek treatment from psychologists, including Alex Avila and other psychologists from October 8th, 22 through July 2nd of 23?
Same objection.
Correct, yes.
And for that psychological treatment, did Dr. Avila's office agree to treat you on a lien basis?
They did, yes.
For Nicole McKenzie, did you, were the medical bills totaling $5,087 from her office for medical treatment that you received related to this incident?
Objection. Leading, lacks foundation.
Sustained.
Is it your understanding that your total medical bills related to this incident are $36,000?
You need to start with the foundation. You need to establish what she knows and how she knows it.
Thank you. Did you receive medical bills at your home from these different medical providers?
I'm not sure.
Did some of the medical providers send you bills to your home?
I'm sure, yes.
All right, folks, we need to step aside here for a break. When we come back, Emani Ellis faces cross-examination and is questioned about an email that she sent. So keep it here on your front row seat to justice.
And in closing arguments, a beloved law professor shot in broad daylight. Now his former mother-in-law stands accused of orchestrating his murder. We're live with reaction to today's testimony.
Closing arguments tonight at 8/7 Central, only on Court TV.
When the queen come through, y'all better move back.
Cardi B is back in the courtroom, facing civil allegations for allegedly attacking a security guard.
The Cardi B assault trial. Trial coverage today on Court TV.
Welcome back. Before we head back to court, I want to bring back in our guest still with us to discuss is family law and trial attorney Scott Friedman. And Scott, before you were suggesting that this was someone looking for their 15 minutes of fame, after you've heard the direct, now again, I want to say we've only heard direct, we haven't heard the cross. But at this point, do you still believe that? Some of her testimony leads me away from that. She doesn't seem like that type. And again, I was wondering, would it work against her or for her, the fact that she took no photos and didn't really go to the police right away or at all?
Yeah, I think you're right, Michael. I mean, my position's changed a little bit with respect to that opinion. She seems more credible than I thought she might be, but there's still some holes and things. You know, one of the things that I think the plaintiff's counsel needs to do a better job is letting her tell her story. There's an awful lot of leading questions here which I know sometimes on direct, people try to squeeze in, but I think that the important thing was to her to tell her story, and that would be more open-ended questions. But yeah, I'm changing a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta say, she comes across very credible to me. And in a case like this, they put her on first, so it's the first thing this jury is seeing. I think it's a wonderful impression that she's making, saying, okay, I'm kind of feeling her, I'm kind of on her side here, and I'm gonna wait to see what happens. But at the end of the day, it's a great way to start the case, is it not?
I agree. And I would have also started with the social services aspect of her employment, because I think that hits home. And, I usually start an examination trying to say, tell us about yourself. What do you do? Give us more guidance that way. And she's got a very sympathetic, sounds like, situation with that. So that's just what I think about that particular part of the examination.
And what do you make of the fact, I mentioned it earlier, Cardi B has a bit of a background. She's got some issues, some assaults in her background, some misdemeanor assaults and other things that have gone on. But this jury's not going to hear any of it. Again, the defense fought hard to keep it out, and the judge said, look, it was too prejudicial, not probative enough of anything in this particular instance. What do you make of that ruling?
Well, I was not aware that she had that background, Michael, and obviously I didn't hear the arguments related to the judge, but I think it definitely benefits the defense, because if they could show a pattern of this and show that she's prone to doing these kinds of things, it would probably not sit well if I'm a juror sitting there hearing this testimony from Emani. Now, I'm really interested in continuing to follow this trial and hear about the other witnesses.
All right, can't wait to hear from Cardi B as well. All right, stand by. We're going to get you back into court now, folks, where Emani Ellis is now facing cross-examination.
Your lawyer showed you photos of the building that you were working on as a security guard in February 2018. Do you know the name of the building?
I don't know the name.
Was it Beverly Hills Medical Center?
It could have been, yes.
Yeah, it was a medical facility, right?
Yes.
And the incident that you think happened that day happened at approximately 1:30 p.m.?
Approximately, yes.
And you knew at the time, when you saw Cardi B, that she was going to a medical appointment, correct?
I didn't know where she was going, but she was at the building.
And you understood that she was going to a medical appointment, right?
She was going to an appointment, yes.
And it was a medical building, right?
Yes.
And your deposition was taken, and you said that you testified under oath in your deposition. Let me ask, do you remember your deposition was taken in this action?
Yes.
Do you remember taking an oath at the deposition to tell the truth?
Yes.
And that under the same penalties for perjury that apply in this courtroom, for example, correct?
Yes.
And you testified that you understood when you saw Cardi B that she was going to a medical appointment, right?
Yes.
Now, after this incident, you talked to your supervisor at Allied, right?
Yes.
And she told you to submit a incident report, correct?
Yes.
And you emailed an incident report to your supervisor 2 days later, right?
I don't know about 2 days, but I sent it to her, yes.
And it was by email.
I'm not sure how she received it.
Your Honor, if we may, I'd like to show the witness the incident report that she did not produce in discovery. This is a document that you got from Allied pursuant to a trial subpoena. And it's not in the book. So let me provide a copy. Should I hand it to the clerk?
You can approach.
Oh, thank you, Ron. Let's make sure. Here we go. Does that refresh your memory that you sent an email to your supervisor on February 26, 2018?
Okay.
Do you recall that now?
I don't, but I'm looking at what you gave me.
And that's your email address, right?
Yes.
And it's addressed to your supervisor, Captain?
Yes.
And it's dated February 24, 2018? Oh, I apologize. It's dated February 26, 2018, and the subject is 224-18 incident report. You see that?
Okay. I see it, yes.
You know, before we talk more about that incident report, do you remember receiving in this case discovery requests that you had to verify under oath when people asked you questions and about documents?
I'm not sure.
If you look at the last two pages, is that a verification by you, signed by you, under oath, that the statements in the responses are true and correct?
I'm sorry, what are you asking me?
Is that your signature on the last page?
Yes.
And you verified that, you signed stating that on penalty of perjury, the statements in the document are true, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And in that document, you stated under oath that you have no emails relating to this incident, right?
I'm not sure.
Well, please look at it. You can please look at pages 5 and 6. The plaintiff has no emails related to this lawsuit.
Are you asking me about this email on the paper?
I'm asking you about the response. You made a discovery in this case stating that under oath you have no emails that relate to this incident.
Well, that's correct. I don't have access to this email anymore.
Okay. So you're, well, okay. Let's go back. Actually, we have one other response, another sworn response. Your Honor, I would like to show the witness plaintiff's responses to defendant Cardi B's special interrogatories, which, rather than asking for documents, ask for information. May I approach?
Go ahead.
That's your signature at the last page, verifying under oath that the statements in the document are true and correct?
It's my signature, yes.
Okay, and you understood that you were verifying under oath that the statements in that document were correct?
Yes.
Okay. And in that document as well, you said you had no emails related to this incident, this lawsuit, right?
I'm not sure if I said that in this document, but
Could you please look at pages 4 to 5?
okay.
And you never produced the email that you sent to your supervisor on February 26th in 2018 in this lawsuit, did you?
I don't have access to that email, sir.
My question to you is, did you ever produce that email?
I'm not sure I know what you're asking.
Did you ask, you had discovery obligations, yes, did you ask Allied for a copy of the email that you are now testifying you couldn't access?
I wasn't in communication with Allied.
Okay, so let's talk about what you said on the email to your supervisor 2 days after the incident. If you look at page 1, it states that you were the daytime guard on duty at 8920 Wilshire Boulevard. You were on patrol, and I had, quote unquote, I had 2 cell phones, the work phone and also my personal phone. I had my cell phone to my ear. Do you see that language?
Okay.
Do you see the language?
I see it, yes.
And you wrote that 2 days after the incident?
I don't remember writing this, but if this is what you have, then
Again, the context is that you stated this, that you were a daytime guard on duty at 8920 Wilshire Boulevard. Per usual, I was conducting a routine patrol of the building premises, and as part of that patrol, I checked the rooftop, all tenant levels, and parking garages. At approximately 13:30 hours, and just to clarify, that is 1:30, correct?
yes.
I was finishing a patrol on the 5th floor of the building. In my hand, I had 2 cell phones, the AUS work phone, and I also had my personal cell phone. I held my cell phone to my ear, checking my voicemail because my mother is recovering from cancer and is in chemotherapy, so sometimes I don't get the her calls and have to check the voicemails. Do you remember that?
I'm reading it with you, yes.
And are you telling me you have no recollection of this 2-page email detailing the event that you've sued over?
I remember writing an incident report and sending it over.
All right, we are getting word from the courtroom that Cardi B is expected to take the stand tomorrow and tell her side of the story. Of course, we are going to bring that to you here at this special hour. Thanks to Scott Friedman for joining us tonight. I'm Michael Ayala. It's been a pleasure being with you. Thank you so much, as always, for being with me. Coming up next is Closing Arguments with Vinnie Politan. Vinnie takes a look at the biggest moments from Wendy Adelson's testimony in the murder trial of her mother, Donna Adelson. So keep it here on Court TV, your front row seat to justice.
click Grainger.com or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.